Welcome to the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast. You are now part of a small underground movement of dent technicians from all over the world. We are on a mission to change our industry with innovation, intelligence, and skill. But because we don't rely on an insurance company to steer customers our way, we need to do things different. We need to do things smarter. We do that through a network of technicians that we call the Tactical Tech Movement. Now let's get this revolution started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast, bringing you all another motherfucking live episode this evening. It is Monday evening, and what is it? We are already up to October the 25th, which
I like when that goes that way.
is super strange to me, right?
Well,
guess what? It's the way it is, girl. So you're gonna have to deal with it. That's how you tell a woman. You tell her, it is what it is. We sat here for 5 minutes adjusting the camera just perfect for her.
No.
She would say, well, this angle makes my arms look fat. And then she would say, well, this angle does this and this angle does that. But look, so we are live right now. We don't got time for that shit, woman. We're live. We're talking about important shit. We're talking about life-changing shit. Ain't nothing to do about somebody's Instagram taking a snap at a certain angle. Would you like to say something about that? Would you like to have a rebuttal on that?
You're rude.
All right. Is that all you got? Tell me about it, girl.
He's rude.
Well, you told me I never let you talk, and I'm supposed to interject everything and ask you what you think about it. She actually did tell me that the other day. She goes, she stopped me. She goes, you talk a lot. And then she says to me, do you ever think about looking at me and asking me what I think about the specific subject?
I'm not going to say what I really want to do to you right now.
Oh, wow. All right. It's bad. It's bad, y'all.
I think the dog farted.
Oh, wow. Never know. That might not have been the dog. Just kidding. So welcome aboard, everybody, on the Tactical Dent Tech Podcast. Looks like you're going to have to deal with it. Normally, I tell her it might be her upper lip, but, we're good tonight.
That's horrid. Oh, that's horrid.
I don't even smell it, so I'm good. Hey, you guys know the old rule, whoever smelt it, dealt it. So, welcome aboard, everybody. I wanted to give an announcement before we get started on the podcast for all you podcast listeners, all the live listeners. So this year, the Black Friday Cyber Monday event is going to be totally different. We're giving away all the money to charity, and we're going to be doing this, trying to get as many gifts as possible because I want to invite you guys out on December 4th out to Anson PDR. It's going to be their location over in Burleson. If you guys haven't been there before, it is an absolute treat. It's like the Willy Wonka chocolate factory for dent guys and gals. I think that's Crystal that just jumped on here. And it's going to be an amazing time, and we're going to be literally taking everything from the Black Friday Cyber Monday. We're going to be taking that revenue that comes in, and we're going to be purchasing gifts. They're going to be going to children that are in need. So it's a super powerful way for you guys to get involved, become part of it. And before I completely jump into this, I also want to tell you guys out there who are considering doing a Dents for Kids event at your location this year. Look, my friends, it's easy breezy. If you guys need to DM me about it, if you guys want me to come on here and put on a tutorial, show you guys how to do it. Ultimately, you just need to call the press, call the media. And when you're having the event, you got to go out there. You got to get the word out. We actually did a lot just by using Facebook. Believe it or not, people on Facebook, sometimes they're a weird audience. Sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad. But I'll tell you what, they love fucking free shit. So if they can spend, $50 for a gift and come in and get a ding removal, people are just going to be all over it. Usually all you need is to run some Facebook ads. You fill your place up. And I can go into that as well. But that being said...
Remember that time that guy brought in the... They were dog clothes.
Yeah, we have had some interesting gifts being brought in during the Black Friday, during the Christmas giveaway. Man, we had some hella times, though. You got to remember, you remember the time that we rented the big limousine, the limo bus, and we had it drive us around.
We were at a Mexican restaurant, and I convinced Corey Fisher to steal the white dress that was hanging on the wall.
He actually did it.
So I had it for a while, and I ended up mailing it back to him.
Oh, that's right. We mailed it to Corey Fisher.
Yeah.
But, man, we used to have some really cool events. A lot of the cool thing about this community is that, like, everybody supports each other. Everybody will come out, especially if you can kind of tie it in with having a good time, all that kind of stuff. And it kind of reminds me of her smelling our dog. Looks like he just farted on her. I still think it's her upper lip, but, that's yet to be determined because I have not smelled a thing. But that being said, I was going to tell you guys a little story, man. One time we were having the charity event, and I can still remember it like today, like yesterday. Like, we had Dennis Kelly back in the back, and he was working on kind of a large dent. And we had Kyle Bentley up in my front bay, and he was working on kind of like an advanced dent. It was a door ding. They literally needed me to use my muscle to push it out, and then I used so much of my muscle to push this motherfucker out. It was a Jeep Cherokee Bodyline. One of them fucking little round ones. I don't know if you ever worked on one of them, but we had to push it through the window, and they needed all my muscle to push it out. But then Kyle, I was so worn out, Kyle did all the finishing work. And it was literally like one of the hardest dents that came in there that entire weekend, and everybody tried to get it, and it was a fucking ding on a body line, really deep one. But anyhow, that being said, I was over here, and I was in one of my bays, and I'm working, and Wade Hartley was there over that time, that event, and he came actually walking up to me, and I looked at him, man, and I just let a nasty fart. I mean, it was just very pungent. You know what I mean? Just one of them ones where you're really hoping that nobody just walks over or whatever. and I literally looked at Wade.
Did
Wade
you say
was,
you wanted to smell it?
No, Wade was literally 10 feet away from me. And I looked at Wade and I said, "Hey, dude, don't come over here." I said, "Man, I just let a very, very it's terrible over here right now." You know what he does? Fucking Wade runs up and sniffs it. And then he takes it with him. It gets stuck to his body, and he's running through my shop and pulls it through the whole shop. So Dennis is yelling, "Oh, sulfur." And then all of a sudden Kyle Bentley's yelling, "Oh man, somebody light a match. Oh God," like pulls the whole thing through the shop. But man, that's the fun shit that happens during an event like that.
Remember that time we were in the mall? We went into
Yeah.
we went into Champs.
Yeah. We don't need to get into all them stories, though. We don't need to get... One of them's good enough for the podcast, so...
No, we went into Champs.
All right, you go ahead and tell the story.
I'm laughing so hard.
No, go ahead and tell it.
We went into Champs. Come on, you gotta tell it.
No, you go ahead and tell it. This is your story.
No, you tell it.
Come on, this is your story.
No, you tell it.
No, it's your story. I'm giving you... She tells me that I never give her the limelight. I never give her the time to talk. I'm literally telling her that this is her story.
You were able to, really overemphasize the people that were in there. Their voices.
No, go ahead. This is you. I don't remember. I don't remember what it was.
John.
This is you.
Yes, you do.
You see that, guys? She had her moment, so... Anyhow, y'all, man, I appreciate you guys all jumping on here for the Tactical Dent Tech podcast. We obviously, it's been a little while. I think it's probably been a couple weeks since we had our last episode. Is that right?
Yeah, because we moved into the new house.
Yeah. Well, we've been here for we're going on about a month now. Mm-hmm. And for any of you Texas techs, look me up, man. We wouldn't mind coming by your shop, checking it out. Yeah. We did recently go by and check out Andrew Kenzie's got a really nice shop over there in Plano, and they actually have kind of like a pop-up Anson Tools in there. That's a very, very cool setup, and he's actually in this really nice industrial park, and the building's big, and it's a glass window. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful spot. But I need to get around. Then we've been out to Kevin Blakely's shop. He's actually in an airplane hangar outside of McKinney. So we had the opportunity. Yeah, we had the opportunity to go over Texas. There. And we were. McKinney had a storm at the beginning of this year, And we were actually running ads for Kevin, and for whatever reason, they couldn't figure out the computer. So I literally, when we were out here, flew out here, I came in and figured out everything for him. And I had one of our project managers on with me, and we were going back and forth, and I got them all set up. So that's some pretty damn good service to come out there and do it from, at the time I was living in Ohio, but we were up here for a trip. So many of you guys may not know this, but we've been traveling here into Dallas, for probably about a year now?
Yeah.
A little over a year, actually.
And then we moved here.
Yeah. So we've been flying out here once a month.
Yeah.
And we're a member of a networking business mastermind group called Apex Executive. And Apex Executive is probably one of the most elite groups in the world right now. And definitely the biggest. I mean, I've never seen one blow up like this. And it's ran by a guy by the name of Ryan Stewman. If you guys haven't checked him out, go ahead and take a look at him. Check him out. He's got a lot of very, very good sales content. And one of the cool things that kind of drew me to him, and probably a lot of you guys know this, is that everybody in this industry is always asking about selling shit. You know what I mean? Like how to become a better sales, how to become better sales on the phone, how to become better at sales in person. So I'm actually I'm gonna try to work on him and get him in here in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you guys, look out for the future. We got a really good friend of mine is going to be coming on the podcast by the name of Sammy Knight. And you guys are absolutely going to love this guy. He was actually an owner of Mossy Oak. Mm-hmm. And he sold out some years back. But the guy is an incredible, good old boy. He owns about, we're getting ready to go hunting with him probably within the next couple months, me and my son, and probably a group of some other people. But he's got 35,000 acres of land down here in South Texas. And it's all nice, fertile hunting ground, all that kind of good shit. So, man, it's just going to be an incredible time with incredible people. And one of the things we were talking about, we're probably going to do the podcast when we're down there on that hunting trip. Just to make it a better one-on-one type, more authentic feel, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder here in Texas if it's in any other states, but Buc-ee's gas station.
Yeah, if y'all have traveled out to Texas to do hail, or if you actually live here, there's a lot of Denton guys that live here. A lot of Denton guys that live here.
Buc-ee's is one hell of a gas station. We actually bought one of my Longhorns that has like what would you say, like sparkly?
Yeah, it's got like
glass.
crystal turquoise thing all over it. It's like a blue Longhorn skull. We actually just bought it the other day. We've been to several Buc-ee's. We've been to one that's more of like the redneck Buc-ee's.
We went to the one in Fort Worth over by the racetrack, and then we went to the one in Denton. Mm-hmm. Denton. And then on Saturday, we were at the one in Melissa.
Right. And, there's a distinct difference between all three of them, right? Mm-hmm. Definitely the one in Fort Worth. Anytime you're getting closer to Fort Worth, you're getting a little closer to the good old boys. You're getting closer to the cowboy hats, the cowboy boots, that kind of stuff.
That was like redneck heaven.
Yeah. Well, the second one was redneck white trashy heaven. And then the third one up in Melissa, some of you guys know, was very, very nice. It was fancy. It's a good old community up there. It still looks like farmland up there, which is weird. If any of you guys hadn't been around here in Texas, especially here in the Frisco, McKinney, everything is just blowing up. One of the reasons why we moved down here is just simply because of the economy. One. Number two, we have a lot of clients outside of this industry. That's mainly what my business is. And there's a lot of them that live up here. Yeah. Well, and not to mention we were already flying up here once a week or once a month for the business meetings. And that shit, after a while, it's like we're flying, leaving home, our son's watching the dogs. Now we actually get the opportunity to hang out with all the people we know up here, do the meetings. I get to do my speaking engagements. And one of the cool things, guys, that you're going to see here in the near future is that when I throw events up here, it's incredible because, man, flying into Dallas-Fort Worth or Love Field, Either airport is just insane. Like, it connects from everywhere. Where we were at in Dayton, it was quite hard to get into the Dayton airport. And if you did get into the Dayton airport, it was still quite a drive just to get to us. And then if you flew into the Cincinnati airport, I mean, you were talking like an hour drive to get to us. So this is going to be easier for people to actually get a straight shot out. So there's a lot of strategic to move into Texas. Well, not to mention, Texas is a very COVID-friendly state. We like to just get that shit. Get it through our system. I already had it.
We already had it.
Get it through our system, you know what I mean? Then get back out there into the world, start living life. I'm always proud. Some of you guys may know I'm big time against wearing the masks. And I'm against the fucking vaccine. I'll just be straight up and honest with you. Fuck that shit. Y'all want to be the lab rats for the government and go pump some of that shit in your body. I'm not going to do it right now. But the long story short, up here we live in Texas, man, it is fucking nice to be able to walk into places, see people smiling. You don't see a bunch of people fucking wigging out, living in fear.
People down here in Texas are a lot nicer than the people in the Midwest.
That's true, and we see that in just general sense because we live on Lake
Louisville.
Lake Louisville. So we currently live on Lake Louisville. We're probably the upper east tip of Lake Louisville, and we'll walk around here. They actually got these trails that kind of circle and go around the entire lake. And man, look at me. Look at me. People walk up to me and talk to me all the time. People yell at me from their windows, ask me how my day is going.
Tell them about your special spot here.
My special spot here?
Yeah, what's the name of it?
Oh, well, hold on now. I'm going to get to that. Because I met the man who actually built it, okay?
But he doesn't know that John named it.
Yeah, yep. So I get a lot of, we get a lot of people, like the neighbors down here. And some of you guys in Texas, you probably don't realize it, but there's parts of the country where people just don't talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like, people are not really that neighborly. And that's kind of the way it was where we lived up in Ohio. And we just always thought it was crazy because, even we had that black guy that we lived next door to, and he would like dive in his bush and hide and stuff like that. And we'd be like, "Is that Ty back there in the bush?" And but it was just people were very awkward in just relations to other people up in the area where we lived at in Ohio. Compared to here, it's like people just kind of like jump out of the woodwork to say hi, to welcome you, to do all that kind of stuff. So, man, we're feeling the Texas hospitality like none other.
Yeah.
But I found a little spot. They dug a trail down to the lake that I go into it, and I call it, this is some good old boy shit right here. That's when I head on down yonder in the Chattahoochee. Because, my friends, in Texas, it does get hotter than a hoochie coochie. See, I make her laugh. You see that? She can't even talk. She can't even breathe. She gonna do that laugh where she's like,
No, I won't. You're horrid. You're a horrid man.
So, yeah. But anyhow, y'all, man, just wanted to get on here, update you guys. Actually, I just personally finished 75 Hard.
Yes, you did.
Just finished it up yesterday, 75 days straight of working out twice a day. For some of you guys who don't know what that is, it's like a program where you work out twice a day, 45 minutes each time. You drink a gallon of water per day. You read 10 pages in a book per day. And is there anything else that I missed there? And you stay on a diet. You got to stay on a diet during the entire time.
You got to take pictures of yourself.
And you got to take a picture of yourself every day. And if you fail to do any of them fucking things in 75 days, you got to reset your 75 Hard experience. Thankfully, over the years, they've developed an app that can actually keep track of all the shit that you're doing. And this time it was easy. This is literally my fourth time doing it. The very first time I failed. The last 3 times I won.
John had put a group together, and there was a gal that was on there, and she lost like about 25 pounds.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out, head on over to the Marketing Savage group. There's a lot of, if you're into motivational stuff, if you're into surrounding yourself with a lot of good people, there's a ton of good people in that group. But I ended up doing a post in that group asking people if they wanted to do it with me. And I literally got it was nearly over 50 people that jumped in on the 75 hard thing. And I want to say that I have not done a head count yet. I'm going to be doing that over the next couple days, but probably only 5 people succeeded, maybe more, maybe 6 or 7 people succeeded out of 50. Now there's some people that fucked up, missed a day, accidentally ate something they shouldn't have, forgot to take their picture. I mean, for fuck's sakes, forgot to take your picture. And, or didn't finish their water for the day, and they had to restart. So we do got some people in the group that had to restart, but they're just behind all of us, right? So it's still determined if some of these people will make it through. But I would say out of 50 people that are in there, only 7 people so far actually made it to the end.
That just tells you that not a lot of people are very disciplined with themselves.
Well, that's true, and it's so easy to give up on shit nowadays, but that's one of the things I learned a while back, that if I make a decision to do something, that's important, because if I break that commitment, then I'm breaking a commitment with myself. And a lot of people don't respect theirself enough to hold their fucking word up, right? I kind of look at it like this. If I make you a promise, I'm going to deliver on that promise. Mm-hmm. If I make me a promise, I'm going to motherfucking deliver to myself on that promise, my friends. And we live in a world today where people just so quickly give up on any kind of decision that they make, any kind of commitment. And I want to say it's just because we don't expect a lot out of people. I mean, think about during New Year's when people make New Year's resolutions. We literally just look around and say, okay, well, the gyms are going to be full for 2 weeks. And then after that, I'm going to get my gym back because I'm the motherfucker that actually goes in there and works out all year round, right? And it's like clockwork each and every year. People decide to actually, they don't make a decision, because a true decision, if you look at the Latin term, a decision means to cut off. It means that there is no other outcome. You will not accept other outcome. But our culture has watered down this word to the point to where we accept mediocrity in our lives. What do you think about that?
I agree. I honestly feel that you're a pretty, very good, disciplined person. You're better than me.
I am more disciplined than her.
When it comes to some things, though, sometimes you're not, depending on some stuff, and then on some stuff I am. You know how it is.
Yeah. You might have to speak up into the mic, girly.
Sorry.
Yeah, because we're not going to be able to barely
I'm
hear
sorry.
that.
I'm not sitting in a nice, fluffy chair like you. I'm sitting on a stool.
Oh, so that means you can't lean into the mic and talk into the mic?
Yes, I can.
You're talking like this. You're like, so you know.
Is this like a podcast where you just wanted to come on here and be rude to me?
No, I'm just trying to I want people to hear your beautiful voice. I want people to hear my lovely angel that I brought on here with me. And and if I didn't tell you, and if I didn't tell her, she'd be like, why didn't you tell me?
Tell me what?
That nobody could hear me on the podcast.
That is true.
Yeah. Guys, it's the whole damned if you do, damned if you don't thing.
An attention whore.
Because I'm an attention whore. Well, I am a marketer. So being a marketer, I guess, makes me an attention whore, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, that being said, y'all, while I got the spotlight shined on me, I do want to remind everybody here, because I didn't really promote it much in the dent community, but I did release a book this year that is #1 international bestseller. It is called Marketing Savage. You guys can pick it up on Amazon. If you want to get a deep, very, very deep look into what I've been able to do inside of the paintless dent removal industry and inside of many other businesses that I own, it's an incredibly powerful book on marketing. I've had nothing but incredible feedback on it, especially from some of the guys in the dent removal industry. Maybe you follow my personal Facebook, or you follow my Instagram, and you guys seen it on my stories. But all you got to do is head over to Amazon and either type in my name or type in Marketing Savage, and the book will appear, and it will be yours, my friends. And also, I do appreciate all the support everybody gave me in the paintless dent removal industry on that. And some of you guys who are not following me, I'm very, very active on my personal Facebook page, so I'm always posting on there all the time. And it's kind of weird, you know, and I've talked about this in the dent removal industry. You know, for a lot of you guys out there who have literally hundreds and hundreds of people that are in your community following you, it's super powerful to begin putting a framework together on posting and attracting people to your profile and subtly letting them know what you do for a living. I'm just telling you guys, I can't even tell you. I sell hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just directly through my personal Facebook profile. And it's the same thing that you guys could be doing as well.
Making that moolah.
Making that moolah.
Cheddar.
So kind of the way it's going to be going down, we started this podcast talking a lot about the charity event that's going to be coming. And again, so any of you guys who are jumping on a little bit late, literally the Black Friday, Cyber Monday giveaway that I do every year, all of that is going to be given to charity.
I think we need to dress you up.
We might do that, but
we do. They haven't seen John Hiley dressed up in a while.
It's been a little while. Yeah, it's been a little while. So
we haven't dressed you up.
Yep. So anyhow, but the charity event is going to be through the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and we're going to be taking all of the revenue and we're going to be giving it away to children in need. And we're going to be doing the big toy giveaway on December 4th at Anson PDR in Burleson, y'all. Get the fuck over there. It's going to be super powerful. Tons of people are going to be there. It's going to be the last event of the year before we go into the Mobile Tech Expo. And going into Anson anyway is like going to a Mobile Tech Expo, so it's all good in the hood. Super powerful stuff that's going to be happening there because we're going to get the opportunity as a whole, as an industry in whole, to give away, to give back. And that alone is going to be powerful. But to top it off, like I've told some of you guys, my ultimate plan is to get my PR team, which is a press release team, and get them to write an article about how the dent removal industry is doing these type of things. And we're going to go out and we're going to try to get it published in a bunch of magazines. So there's a little bit of a deeper strategy behind what we're doing this year.
I think it also sets kind of like an example out there to to other industries of like, wow, look at this particular industry. They came together and look how much money they were able to raise and donate all these toys to, an organization that's going to give them to kids that unfortunately, their parents are unable to give them a good Christmas.
That's right, y'all. So anyhow, but I think that is it tonight for the Tactical Dent Tech podcast. It is literally 8:51. If some of you guys know me, you know that I get up at 3:33 a.m.
It's John's bedtime.
And I did get up at 3:33.
He needs to go night-night.
I did get up at 3:33 a.m. this morning. So y'all, we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. And as usual, I'm going to see you on the next one.
And remember, it's all about the motherfucking